in the heart of the city's skyline, penthouse living embodies the pinnacle of urban luxury. Yet beyond opulence lies the opportunity to create something more soulful, spaces that reflect personality, warmth, and handmade beauty. Today's video explores artful elevated spaces, a vision of high-rise living reimagined through the lens of handcrafted imperfection, where every texture, line, and finish tells a story. We'll explore how to transform a penthouse interior using handmade elements rooted in American sensibilities, celebrating creativity, warmth, and elevated character. Handmade Imperfect beauty is a growing aesthetic in interior design that honors the artisan touch and natural flaws. It draws from traditions like wabi-sabi and folk craftsmanship, emphasizing authenticity over symmetry, texture over gloss. In an urban penthouse setting, these touches ground the space with emotional depth and tactile richness. American interiors embracing this style often combine rustic materials with contemporary design, creating contrasts that feel both grounded and grand. Every penthouse begins as a canvas, open layouts, expansive windows, and towering ceilings. These features provide a perfect foundation for layering in artful, handcrafted decor. The goal is not to overpower the grandeur but to complement it with understated, soulful elements that soften sharp edges and celebrate human touch. This narrative offers a plan that turns vertical luxury into a space filled with emotional resonance and individuality. Start with tactile richness. A handmade wool rug with visible knots and tonal variations anchors the living room. Layer in linen slipcovers, hand-loomed throws, and chunky knit pillows. Choose materials that feel real: wool, cotton, clay, and wood. Imperfectly shaped ceramics on a reclaimed wood coffee table set the tone. This isn't mass-produced design, but a lived-in story told through craftsmanship. In a penthouse, lighting is more than function, it's sculpture. Use handwoven pendant lights or oversized paper lanterns, such as those made of washi or raw cotton. Their texture and asymmetry provide softness against the clean lines of a modern ceiling. Diffused, ambient lighting casts gentle shadows across handcrafted surfaces, amplifying their depth and beauty. Bare walls beg for narrative. Hang large-scale textile art woven from natural fibers, macrame installations with knotted storytelling, or raw canvas pieces painted in earth tones. Even a cluster of hand-thrown ceramic plates can form a gallery wall that evokes both artistry and cultural memory. Avoid mass-market prints. Instead, think one-of-a-kind pieces that speak to heritage and imperfection. Artful elevated interiors embrace furniture with soul. Think reclaimed wood dining tables with visible saw marks, handcrafted leather chairs with patina, or hand-carved consoles. American interior culture embraces this blend of tradition and innovation. Consider mixing modern silhouettes with vintage finds or custom pieces made by local artisans, anchoring the space in personal history. Penthouses often showcase sleek, high-end kitchens. To balance this, bring in handmade ceramic dinnerware, mismatched vintage glassware, and open shelving with artisanal pottery. Opt for backsplashes in hand-pressed tiles with uneven edges. Use wooden cutting boards with irregular grains as both utility and art. This rustic flair contrasts the polished finishes in the most beautiful way. Transform the bathroom into a retreat with handmade beauty. Use stone sinks, hand-molded tiles, and woven baskets for storage. A linen shower curtain and hand-thrown soap dishes can make even the smallest details feel intentional. The texture of these elements invites touch, slowing down the pace in a space designed for self-care. The bedroom should be a cloud of comfort. Linen bedding, hand-stitched quilts, and tufted rugs offer layers of warmth. Incorporate a carved wood headboard or an upcycled vintage dresser with visible wear. These details, rooted in American farmhouse and bohemian styles, celebrate imperfection and comfort at once, key to creating intimacy in a lofty space. Color sets the mood. Use muted earth tones, clay, ochre, sage, sand, and pair them with sky-inspired hues like soft blues and cloud whites. These palettes create a grounded atmosphere while echoing the penthouse's view of the sky. This harmony between indoors and outdoors makes the space feel both expansive and cocooned. Large windows in a penthouse offer breathtaking views. Treat them as framed canvases and avoid heavy treatments. Use gauzy, hand-dyed drapes or minimalist linen panels. Let the light spill across natural materials and highlight the uneven surfaces of handcrafted objects, bringing dynamic life to every moment of the day. Even a small terrace can be elevated with handcrafted charm. Add a woven hammock, clay planters with wild herbs, and a teak bench made by a local carpenter. Use solar lanterns in hand-blown glass for soft lighting. The goal is to make the outdoor space feel as curated and intentional as the interior. In these interiors, objects blur lines. A sculptural stool might double as a side table. A ceramic vessel becomes a statement piece. Prioritize dual-purpose, artistic furniture that serves function and form. These pieces resonate more deeply when their flaws and human touch are visible. Bring in seasonal energy through handmade swaps, chunky knits in winter, lightweight woven throws in summer, hand-pressed flower art in spring. Changing small decor elements like vases, baskets, and wall hangings keeps the space fresh while maintaining the underlying aesthetic of handmade imperfection. Many elements of this design philosophy draw from American folk traditions, Appalachian weaving, Shaker minimalism, Southwestern claywork, and Midwestern quilting. These cultural threads stitch together a story that feels both nostalgic and forward-looking. In the Penthouse, they add grounding amid the sky-high luxury. An artful elevated penthouse isn't just for show. It should inspire conversation, creativity, and calm. Carve out reading nooks with hand-built bookshelves. Add journals, pottery filled with found feathers or stones, and framed family heirlooms. The space becomes a vessel of personal storytelling, one that evolves over time. Avoid over-designing. Instead, let the space evolve like a gallery, where each new piece finds its place naturally. Over time, a collected interior emerges, one where every object has meaning, every imperfection has charm, and every corner invites touch and admiration. Amid the speed and scale of city life, this style invites us to slow down. To admire the brushstroke on a ceramic bowl, the uneven edge of a woven runner, the gentle sway of a linen curtain. It's in this slowness that beauty rises, whispering through the imperfect details. Designing an artful elevated space in a penthouse is not about trends or perfection. It's about intention, warmth, and celebrating the handmade. By blending height with heart and luxury with craftsmanship, we create more than a beautiful home, we create a sanctuary that feels real, personal, and powerfully human. This is where true luxury lives, in the touch of the hand, the imperfection of the edge, and the soul behind the design.